Hello everyone, welcome to episode 14 of the Retro Rides podcast. I'm Cameron and with me as usual is Rich Fowler in the co-driver's chair. How are you, mate?
Very well, thanks Cam.
Excellent.
Excited to chat through another week of classic collector and performance car news.
Quite a lot going on out there, mate. We've unfortunately, we're kicking off the show talking about another death this week. It was Robert Redford last week. This week it's Tom Matano.
Tom Matano.
Well, I guess he penned and designed the father, the design guru of the Mazda MX-5 or Miata,
yes,
as you may know it.
It turned out to be the world's best-selling convertible sports car, selling over 1 million editions across the planet, and it's obviously been a favourite for collectors, racers and enthusiasts ever since.
Well, you had one. You had a little weapon that I drove a couple of times up at the farm there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see why they were popular, really simple. Not quite enough power to go too crazy, but beautiful chassis balance. And if you add a little bit of power, they were just a whole lot of fun, being able to drive a slow car fast and really slide them around and have a good time. Plus, obviously, they were an open top car, so that made them cool. And obviously people have loved them ever since.
Well, speaking of the open top, one of the things I found out this week and I wasn't aware of is that they built, I think it was the NB was the first version of the...
Oh, the NA, then the NB.
So, well, I guess that makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
A, then B.
And they've even gone CD.
Well, that's good. I'm a bit OCD. So they've got the B version. They made 179 hardtop coupes of that car, which I didn't know.
Yes, there was. And there was one in Australia. There's been a couple in Australia that have sold over the last little while. And
right.
they are definitely a collector's car, the coupe version.
Yeah.
NB.
179 of those. And, old Tom Matano.
Well done, Tom. I do also know that in Japan, if you ask the right people at Mazda, they will fully restore an NA for you back to original specs.
Really?
Can't buy a new one, but you can send your old one there and they'll make it as new out of the Mazda factory to try to preserve them. So
okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Not enough manufacturers are doing that sort of thing.
No.
But
speaking of cars that just live on, the Land Cruiser 70 series.
Yeah, Patrick Jackson's written a good story about that on the website. Obviously, if you're into your heritage 4x4ing, you're well aware of the Land Cruiser 79 series, and which spawned everything from the soft top Bandera to a whole lot of models over the years.
People put reliability and a brand and the ruggedness ahead of all the creature comforts because obviously those cars have still got the original. They look like they're right back in the 1980s. I don't even know if they've got power windows. Have they still got
They still have wind-up windows. They also still don't even have internally adjustable mirrors. So you've literally still got to reach outside and adjust the mirror.
No power seats. It's all slidey
No
slides.
Power seats. They have also, I think they're discontinuing the V8 diesel. They're going to a four-cylinder turbo diesel. They've introduced an automatic transmission.
The V8 manual diesel. Yeah. They're still flying out at up at Walker and Armidale and in the regional areas of Australia. 120 grand plus for one of those to drive away in. So
you got to be someone that really loves your off-roading. I'm just going to say it, they're not a nice car to drive on the road at all in any way, shape or form.
No, but people just they don't want the heckle of anything else, less to go wrong, and they love them.
They sound good though.
Most V8s sound good, except for, I don't know if it sounds good. Does it, a diesel
V8?
Yeah,
no, they do sound good. Guys put pipes on them and stuff. They do sound pretty good.
Yeah, down where you live?
Yeah, down where I live, mate.
Yeah.
Speaking of sort of old classic cars, we cut GT, Glenn Torrance, loose in a HQ Monaro in the last week or so, and the boys went out with him and spent a day with an owner who's got a really beautiful 308 car that's original 4-speed, two-door coupe, and I didn't know, but they only sold about 13,000 of the HQ coupes. The rest of them, 400 and something thousand sedans and wagons.
Right.
Yeah. There you go.
13,000, so...
A very small percentage.
Yeah, right, there you go. And what was, is the coupe the one that they turned into the Bathurst race car?
No, they didn't, because what Holden did, they went to the LH Tirana.
They went to the light,
They went to the lighter Tirana in that, no, the V8. So they went to the V8 Tirana in that era, in about 70, I'm going to say 74. But yeah, the HQs were never really raced like the XE or the XB Falcons of that era.
Interesting. Yeah. And what sort of pricing are people asking for that type of
That type of
Even
car, you
these
look
days.
north of 100k for a really good Monaro coupe.
How many speed? You get 3 full speeds for 100k?
No, you get 4.
Right, jeez.
Yeah. No power steering though.
Right. Oh, well, so that sounds about right.
Sounds about right. But if you get a 350, so the car came out, had 3 V8 options, had a 6-cylinder option, but that's boring, won't talk about that.
Yeah.
But had 3 V8 options, which was a 253 or 4.2, 5 litre, a 308 in the new old money, and then the 350 Chev was a limited high performance model as well. And they're the cars
They're the ones the
that you
collectors
look
want.
for that have the real value. Yeah.
Interesting.
Look, there's a bit going on out there. We've got Josh joining us today too. Josh is a new member of the team, so pretty
Yes.
excited to get Josh on to have a chat about
Very
what's going on in the
excited.
world of car pricing and auctions and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So stay tuned, folks.
Be
We've got that
interesting to see
coming
him
up.
on a different screen.
Yeah, it will
Yeah.
be. Yeah. Well, I was a bit worried he didn't really exist, but now I know that he does, so that's good.
Good stuff. Well, should we talk about some news, Cam? We've got some. I'm really keen to talk about the new fastest production car in the world.
All right, let's go to the news. Okay, news this week, the Yang Wang. Yes, we're not talking about Rich's Yang Wang. We're talking about another Yang Wang.
This is true. We're talking about the Yang Wang U8, which is now the fastest production car in the world, having hit 308 miles an hour, which is, I think, about 500 kilometres an hour. I have to-
496, I want to say, but close to it. We'll show it to you now. How's that? 400, nearly 500 k's an hour.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Four motors on each wheel. So
Where he goes into that bank and you think, oh man.
it's not coming out.
But then he opens it up and, you're just looking at how fast everything's going by the time. I mean, it's insane, right?
That's a fast speed in a production car. Now the real question is, when are the internal combustion engine boys going to build something faster? I mean,
And who's it going to be?
We can't have an electric Chinese car the fastest in the world.
So
Otherwise,
the challenge has been
big
issued.
problems.
Who's it going to be? Bugatti?
I don't know. I'd actually like to see maybe Jim Farley come out with some sort of
Super duper
ultra
Ford.
dark horse or something with 4 motors or something.
Yeah.
For reference, that's obviously faster than a Bugatti Veyron. That's faster than all the Porsches. Faster than the Rimac.
Koenigsegg and the...
faster than Pagani, faster than Koenigsegg. Yeah.
So, it's a fast car. I mean, it may catch on fire when you're charging it overnight,
the Chinese might intercept it.
Chinese might intercept it, take you somewhere, torture you.
drop you off to Josh's place.
Yeah.
He might take you away in his aeroplane and you might never be seen again.
But although, you know what they're working on too now? They're working on ejector batteries. So if the battery catches on fire in the electric car, it actually drops and ejects out of the car. Kills a couple of pedestrians on the sidewalk, but
it
small
doesn't catch
price to
fire.
pay so that your car doesn't burn.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Oh, I love this progress. That's fantastic. Closer to home, Mercedes-Benz Brisbane Club celebrated their 50th
At the Concours
d'Elegance. And there was some ripper old Benzes there.
Clive Palmer had, out of the 60 cars entered, Clive Palmer owned 21 of them.
Right.
So obviously an influential member, the big fella, of the Brisbane.
I was going to say, what's he got, a 6.9 Grosser and with a custom front seat or something?
he'd have certainly whatever he wants, I would imagine. Basically a third of the cars were owned by Clive Palmer.
There you go.
Pretty interesting story. Check that out.
Check it.
Over at retrorides.com.au. Yeah, Circuit Italia, Rich.
Circuit Italia. It's been rumoured for the last 15 years or so that there was going to be a circuit here built in New South Wales up near Newcastle. There's plenty of stops and starts. It's getting a DA, it's not getting a DA, it's never going to be built, etc. But the team there have opened it in the last 4 weeks and are taking bookings for people to go and drive and enjoy the track. At the moment, I understand it's just a facility for enthusiasts, so no racing at current, just for road cars and race cars enjoy the track.
Yeah, I do believe that Motorsport Australia are looking at the track for certification for events, even right up to supercars. So you never know, that could be something that gets announced down the track.
Yeah, watch this space. We might take a little trip out and do some laps and
we might have to go and see
back.
and get a couple of cool cars and go and see what they're up to up there and
Sounds
let you
good.
know. So Newcastle, my old hometown, is turning into a bit of a automotive mecca, Rich, with Black Rock Resort coming along, which is south of Newcastle, the Toronto area.
Yeah.
And then these guys up north.
Yeah, and and a perfect area, an hour and a half from Sydney. People can get out, leave in the morning, go for a drive, turn around and come home. So I can't wait
super cool
to get out there and check it out.
Yeah, 100%. We'll try and get up there, guys, and give you all a look. All right. Well, I think you know what time it is.
It's hammer time, Cam.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
It's a really exciting hammer time today because we've got a lot to talk about as usual, and there's some really interesting auctions coming up. But we've also got Josh Wagoda with us. Josh is our new head of platinum at Retro Ride.
Thank you.
Mate, you've got some good stuff coming up. What can you tell us? We've got some combis, I believe, coming in.
Yeah, we've got a selection of fully restored combis coming up. I think we're going to start the ball rolling with 1964 split window.
Nice.
And then there's a selection of others coming as well.
And these are all coming from a very prominent collector, I guess, and he's got a number of combis, is that right?
Yes, I think he has some sort of medical condition
that he needs.
Yeah. And I think there's some more in the works as well.
Yeah, good. And we're getting plenty of interest in the platinum product. What can you tell us? I guess it's a little bit of a different way about, going to market and selling a car, isn't it?
Well, it's a bespoke service.
Yeah.
So every car is treated differently depending on the car, or based on seller's circumstances, based on what's appropriate for the car. It's an A to Z service where we look after absolutely everything if you want. And we're aiming to get not just a quick sale, but get you a great price and have a great experience whilst in the process, and also hopefully find the car a home that is an enthusiast as well.
Yeah, 100%. All about preserving those works of art that we all love so dearly. How are you finding the market? How's the market out there at the moment?
Everyone says the market is terrible. I don't know that that's necessarily true. We're still seeing people wanting to sell. We're still seeing people wanting to buy. Have prices changed? Maybe. But I think ultimately what makes the difference is if the car is of an exceptionally high quality, there will be a buyer for it.
Yep. And on top of that, obviously, cars with really well documented histories, anything that might have a story. So a car that's been owned by someone famous, they're the sorts of cars that are still punching above their weight.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously history is important, proper service history is important, ownership history is important, mileage, yes and no is important, but again, comes back to service history. But I also think the marketing is important. So showcasing your car properly, good photography, making sure it's detailed correctly and prepared for sale correctly, video, all of those things contribute to a great result.
Well, we're really excited to have you on board, mate, and get some cool cars sold. We've already got a few up there, guys. We've got the combis, as we mentioned. There's, I think, still a C63 Edition 507. We know we've got a 993 as well, which is a beautiful car. And what you'll see there that's a bit different is actually journalist Michael Stahl's actually gone out and had a drive of that car and tested it. It's a different way of selling cars.
So it's Retro Rides approved.
It's Retro Rides approved. We love that.
Yeah.
Approved by Rich Fowler, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. Speaking of Rich Fowler, that's me. Shall we talk about some of the other interesting cars that are going on the market? Get some feedback from Josh on some of these global.
So what's the Ferrari?
Well, before we go to the Ferrari, I hit some late news come in that Danny Ricciardo, he's selling his Aston Martin Valkyrie. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Obviously, he's, running out of dough and needs to...
Well, he's a Ford boy now, isn't he?
That's right. He's now, I don't know, you know that, Josh? He's
tell him he has to sell his cars.
Yeah.
No, I think so. But he's now going to be an ambassador for Ford Racing and their off-road program.
I was going to say, does that mean he's going to be in a Red Bull? Because they're Ford engines.
Well, that's right. There is an association
there is
there.
an association Ford Red Bull. So expect to see something. Expect to see him turn up at some events. I don't think he's going to be doing much driving. I think it's more marketing and ambassadorial stuff. But
and having fun in a GTD and all that stuff. Yeah. Now, what can you tell me about this Ferrari Monza? Aside from the fact it's an awesome-looking car.
2021 Ferrari Monza SP1.
What do we know about this, boys?
Big dirty V12 hanging out the front, no windscreen, no roof, evocative of the sports cars of the 50s and 60s.
And you are sitting right back, almost on the rear axle.
Can't see from here, though. I know they didn't make many. Certainly, I'm going to say 15, 20 cars tops, probably. And this particular one's coming up at RM Sotheby's.
I'm going to tell you it's 499.
Barchetta.
Yeah, produced.
Okay.
My Italian's a little ordinary, but...
And so is my counting. So there you go. 500 of those. What's it asking? Got an asking price on there in Swiss francs or something, does it?
Yeah, 2 million, I think. And, you're right, V12 and 799 horsepower.
That's just enough to drive in the dry.
Could they not get it to 800?
No, I couldn't get it to 800. But that's a cool thing, and I haven't seen one for auction before, so we'll keep our eyes on that. Another interesting auction, our friends from Drinks and Auctions have a bunch of gaming machines for sale, not just driving games, but a whole list of original... Sega Rally, but we obviously want to focus on the gaming stuff, so I think the obvious question is, which was your favourite game, Josh? Were you a Daytona guy or a Sega Rally guy? And were you any good?
I can answer the second part of that question is no, I was not any good. I don't remember which one was which. I think it was the Daytona one that was everywhere, wasn't it?
The Daytona was like the 4-wide one, and
it was.
The cars seemed to all catch each other and make for great finishes, and the rally one was the little lap around Monaco.
Sega Rally became huge, right? Where you
had a little Lancia.
I've got to say, the one I remember the most is the one on the motorbike, where you actually sat on the motorbike and you could...
Yeah, well, they've got a couple of those too, I think.
Some of those.
They've got a couple of those.
That's the one I do remember.
You can install one in the back of the plane.
No. Why not?
Yeah.
So they've got a couple of those, but no, Sega Rally's probably my go-to. But then also, you may remember this, the pole position, which was the Namco single driver, and you had to race for pole position. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah.
I spent a lot of 20s on those things.
This one, I mean, they're current bid on that. I mean, as of today, it'll change, $130. It's not just car driving stuff, but the cowboy shoot stuff and all that sort of stuff.
All that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's all very good.
Well, you probably get more driving.
Or have no friends.
Or have no friends. Well, no, the Daytona's got 3 little seats.
But you can play by yourself, can't you?
Yeah, but you can also at least bring 3 friends. Rather than Cam on pole position just on his own.
And over on the Retro Rides website, we've got a few cars for sale. Now, we've got a Peugeot 205 Rally.
We do.
Well, you're telling me it's a cool car.
It is a cool car.
Not a fan of the French, but anyway.
Oh, we went there last week, didn't we?
We did.
You weren't even into your menage a trois or anything.
No, I wasn't, no.
Yeah, well, the Rally version was the standard version, but with the Rally sticker on it, so it was just...
It was super fast.
Super fast. It had white wheels and I think some red seats to make it Rally-esque.
Ferrari 365 GD4 as well was a cool thing, but none of them are as cool as the Sandman. So there's a Sandman panel van on there. Check it out, boys and girls. You'll love it. Rich was conceived in a Sandman, I think.
Correct.
Yep. So
and
it must have been one of the early ones.
And Josh still does a bit of, kidnap and capture around the around Walker.
Oh dear.
The car is around that one I was telling you is around Walker.
Well, you said your mate's got one from Home and Away.
He's got the Home and Away one. The one
I didn't
from
know
Home and Away
even had a Sandman.
I'm
not a viewer.
No, it's
I did not know either until
they do all the casting for all the young talent.
Until he said to me, I just bought a Sandman van. It's the one from Home and Away. It's like
fantastic celebrity car there. Home and Away Sandman, huge valued vehicle. Huge value. Okay, folks, that's it for another week. But before we go, we've got a really good segment. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, nah. And
Or
what we
just
do-
nah.
Or just
Yeah,
nah.
or just nah. So, yeah, nah. The premise is that I ask the boys some rapid questions and they give me a yeah, nah or nah, yeah to indicate whether any of these particular vehicles are worth their weight in gold. All right, so today we're talking hot wagons. Anything that's a wagon that's hot. I'm just going to preface this by saying we don't have a HSV in there. So for any of you out there, I'm sorry about that. But
Well, you
there
could
you go. All right, guys. The 1992 Subaru WRX STI.
Is it really a wagon though?
Well,
it's a
it is.
hatchback.
They call it a wagon, a little,
I'm
little
going to say
estate.
nah.
Yeah, I'm saying nah.
Ah, wow. Okay, all right. 1971, this is a throwback, but I think they're cool as hell. RX3 Estate, the Mazda Rotary.
Not a fan of 70s Mazdas, nah.
Gee, you guys are
No,
hard.
which one is yeah and which one is nah? Is it nah, yeah, or yeah, nah?
Just nah.
Nah.
Lancer Evo, only 2,500 wagons made worldwide.
I'm going to disappoint you saying nah because the little coupe, the little sedan was awesome.
Yeah, but we're not talking about sedans. We're just
Okay.
asking about wagons. It's
Weren't
think
they
wagon.
were all automatics as well, weren't
Didn't know
they?
they made a wagon.
Yeah, they made a wagon. They made an Evo wagon.
All right, I'm going to
But
say
it was,
yeah.
they were autos, weren't they?
No, I don't know.
think
Were
so.
they? Were they? Oh,
Yeah, so nah.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then nah. That's a nah from me too.
I'm going to say yeah, just because,
It's
All right.
to not offend everyone.
yeah.
The next one's an auto as well, the C63 AMG S wagon. They sold tons of these in Australia up until 2022-23, between 2015.
They did sound absolutely
4-litre twin
fantastic,
turbo,
so
0 to 100 in about 4
I'm
seconds.
giving them a yeah.
And
Giving
a nice
that a
car to
yeah.
drive, it's a yeah.
Yeah, it's a yeah.
So it's a nah, yeah. Is that right?
No,
No,
yeah.
No, yeah. And then the last one, and I actually had the pleasure of driving one of these last week, is the Audi RS4, the 2006 B7, which was a 6-speed manual, 4-litre V8, all-wheel drive, absolute weapon. Thoughts?
I'll give it a yeah. Yeah, it could be
Good,
worse.
well, look, that's been an incredible segment, ladies and gentlemen. And, you know, I'd just like to say what a success. We took it out for a test drive, and that may be the last time you see yeah, nah. Anyway,
It's just nah.
Do you ever want to try some more cars and we try some on you, Cam?
well, throw some at me. What do you got?
All right. 1980 Brock Commodore, the first Brock. I think it's that.
Oh, the
VK.
VC?
VC.
Yeah, Brock Commodore.
Yeah.
I know, I
You
had
the
one of
red one
those.
with the Irmscher wheels.
Yeah.
And you?
Yeah.
Josh?
I like the one after that.
You like the one after that, like the Blue Meanie
The
one?
Blue
Meanie
Meanie.
one,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's the
the
VK.
Blue Meanie's
The
probably
VK,
a
isn't
favourite.
Yeah, the VK.
Yep.
All right,
Okay.
well, there's a couple of years on some early Holdens. What about the current MG Cyberstar, the electric
No way.
car?
Wouldn't be seen dead in one.
No? What about you, Josh?
I saw one of these at a Cars and Coffee thing, and I actually got to drive it as well.
What was it
And
like?
I didn't drive it in a straight line, so it was pretty quick. It wasn't a Yang Wang quick, but
Hmm.
it was pretty quick. But the scissor doors are cool.
Yeah.
But the guy who owned the car said it's a piece of crap. And he said he much prefers his GT3. So I have no idea why he's got one of those and a GT3.
Anyone would prefer a GT3.
All right, what about some old Fords? What about the Ford Capri?
No.
The 3-litre Ford Capri
Well-
with the rounded rear windows. So not the convertible Capri, but the 70s
Yeah, like
Capri.
the Minder Capri, like
Yeah,
in the
had
show
a-
Minder.
And they made a V8 Patana version.
Did
of,
they?
for rallying.
That was a cool car.
But they were 2.8 litre 6, weren't they? The original
Yeah, well,
Capris.
it was
Yeah.
yeah, nah.
No.
My dad had a lime green one of those.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's poo-poo your dad's cars. What did he have? What else?
What I can remember, he had a Valiant something or other. Which
Well, that's a nah.
That's a nah, but it got wrapped around a pole. It got hit by a truck.
Well, that's
He
a
wasn't-
yeah.
He wasn't in it. I don't think what else he's had. I can't remember now.
Well, there you go, folks. It's what an exciting
It still didn't get
exciting
any,
way to wrap up the show.
It didn't get any better, did it?
Yeah, it really just, wow, what a segment. I think that's going to have its own spin-off series. Anyway, the next bit of exciting news, and we're going to leave you with it, is our next Retro Rides piece of music, another original track, which we're going to try and roll these out every week because we've got nothing better to do and we love a bit of AI. So take it easy. We'll see you soon.
Hey, rolling chrome, paint so slick. Retro rise, yeah, we moving quick. White wall spin, time machine vibe. Hit the block clean, we revive the drive. Retro rise, where the classics glide from the hood to the hills.